Hi everyone, welcome back to Wildemite, the Parkwork Wrangler. It's time for issue number 2 of Build the Ferrari F1 2000, Michael Schumacher. And we've got a really lovely issue to do here because we're going to be building onto this existing section that we worked here, basically the nose section of it. And as you can see, if we get to the back of the magazine, it's going to be the nose. Now, the nose is actually die cast, as you can see. It is very heavy. It's really, really lovely. Now, when I looked at these pins, I wasn't sure whether this was just a pin to help it board onto the next bit or whether it's a magnetization mechanism. I feel because they're metal, it could be some sort of magnet mechanism going on here, but we'll have to wait and see further down the line. But this is going to be a really lovely piece. So as you can see, we've got various components that we're going to be connecting up. We're going to feed that into the existing part that we did on the first issue, screwing that together, and then we should end up with something looking like that. Isn't that magnificent? Just look at the size of that. It's really coming together quite nicely now, so I'm really excited to see what issue 3, 4 and 5 have to offer. Now, it could be that we might get a wheel. They did allocate the next pack, but I can't remember what's in it. I did look and then totally forgot. But we can be surprised and see what we get. So obviously this is going to just give you a rough idea. It's going to sit something like that, and just look at them colours. I really like this red and white theme going on. So yeah, this is going to look stunning. Okay, so let's turn this over. As you can see, we've got this part here, which is going to be the upper nose cone, and we're going to put the lower nose cone onto it like so. Now what's going to happen is you'll see this bit. This is the lower nose cone. This is made of plastic, as you can see, plastic. Okay, and what's going to happen is this is basically just going to cover up this section here. So what they've done is they've done it so that you've got 2 holes with a 3rd hole, and that's just going to basically cover all that black up and give it a really nice slick red design. We've got 2 sorts of screws going on here. In this pack, we've got a very long screw called an AJM, which I've never actually come across an AJM before, which is quite nice. And then obviously a CM screw. We're going to use our CM screws because what we're going to do is screw this all together now into the bit that we've just done. And we'll get our screw sections in. Now this is quite a little short fat screw, so yeah, this feels really lovely. Really nice quality part here. So yeah, it's a shame you can't get the whole build all in one go, but some of the older collections, I think they now offer like a full pack. I think they briefly trialled that with the Iron Man build, so yeah, but sometimes it's nice to spread it out because you can, you know, it gives you something to look forward to each month, doesn't it? So okay, so that's that part. These screws are going in absolutely beautifully. Nice, quick, easy issue, this one. Oh, I've just seen, does anyone know what colour flag, the country that is? It's a green, white and red. I'm sure that's Italy, isn't it? Wow, look at that. So again, I'm just going to go round, make sure that's all nice and tight. But yeah, as I say, I really feel like this is some sort of like magnet mechanism. But look at that down there. It's going to be all concealed now. Okay, lovely. So once we've done that, we need to bring in 2 little bits here. And these are going to be these little parts here. Okay, so little components. And I think they're actually cone turrets. So what's going to happen is we're now mounting a bit onto the end of these pegs here. So in other words, you're going to have, just checking if there's an L. I think there's an L in the middle there. Let's just check. Yeah, in that little white bit, I don't know, probably won't pick it up on camera, but there is an R printed in there and then an L as well. So I mean, it doesn't really help you on that bit, which is left and which is right, but just checking. But as I say, I don't think it makes too much difference which way they go round. We'll figure it out either way. But it looks as if they sort of, you go in the flow of the cone. So as you can see, if you was to look, the fatter bit goes at this part and then it sort of thins it down. Okay, and that's going to go onto that side as well. So we'll get this one, just plonk that there. Now it doesn't require any screws on this issue, so that's a pretty nice fit there. And I think it's just to raise it up slightly. As you can see, there is some gappage there, but it's not really an awful lot we can do about that. There is a bit of a gap there. And last but not least is this gorgeous bit here. We do have another bit a bit later on, but this is the exciting part. Now, before we attach that, we might have to raise, like put like a little seat or something like that, because what you'll find is, because there's so much weight on this bit, it could cause it to flip, like sit there and then lift up on this bit, but because that's a lot of weight on this plastic part, but we'll have to wait and see. Now this is going to be a really long screw, because what they've done, very clever design here, they've done a push fit on this bit, but then the screw is going to hold this bit and this bit and this bit. So you've got 4 screw holes, 4 there, and then we're going to all put them together. So very nice, very nice mechanism going on there. So yeah, I think this is probably one of the longest screws I've worked on. As you can see, it's quite a whopper, and we're going to flip this up now, and very carefully, we've always got to be careful where we're touching, because obviously the paintwork, you can see the holes there, and we're just going to screw that through there. So I'm just going to make sure that I've got the right screw. And yeah, I always like to double check that I've got the right ones. So yeah, so I reckon we'll probably get some wheels, or you know, whatever we get next, but I wonder how long this will take to screw in, but I think it'll be nice and quick. Can't imagine it being too long, but yeah, lovely. That's the first one. And I have noticed, you see, it sort of slants a bit here, so wow. Okay, well, we'll have to leave that, because there's not really much I can do about that, unless it could be, I mean, these bit need, that might need to go there and that might need to go there, but I don't know. I'm going to leave mine how it is, I think. I'm not too fussed on that. Okay, why isn't that screw going in? Oh, right, just rotate it a bit. Now, I'm going to screw that in. God, it feels like it's going in forever. But maybe I'll get my wow stick on it next time, but God, it goes in quite a way, this screw. Wow. That's that one. Okay, lovely. So let's get the next screw in. See if I've got any power on that. Okay, let's give this a little go. Just might help us easier. Okay. I can always touch it up at the end with a manual, but it just takes a lot of the driving force away from having to sit there manually turning it. Because when it's quite a big screw, it can tie your hand up. So yeah, this is running out of battery, so I need to charge it. So I'll just go around, double check that that's on, this bit's on. Yeah, see, it needs to go a little bit more. It's just my wow stick's run out of battery, so it hasn't got enough drive in it to tighten them fully. So this one doesn't even feel like it's gone in the hole, it's just going round and round, but I'll leave it as that. But wow, what a lovely, lovely issue. That didn't take long at all. Now there is just one more bit we need to do, and that involves this little black section, which it looks as if that's strange. We've only got the one. Why have they not given us one? Oh, that's why this one doesn't have it. It's only this side here, you see. And what's going to happen, this is going to be your front camera. So apparently this is a camera. Doesn't really look like there's a lens on it, but wow. Yeah, this part here apparently is the front camera. So this has a camera on it. Wow. I mean, there is a little red dot there. So, that's interesting. Hang on a minute. So let's plonk that into that hole. So does that mean as they're driving around this racetrack, they've got a camera that's going, like, recording all in front of them? Wow, I never knew that. Wow, that's interesting. And again, you might want to put a little bit of glue, but I'm happy with that. Look at that. What a stunning, stunning issue. I mean, we've got lots of things going on here. You've got Magneti Marella, you've got Fiat, you've got the Prancing Horse, FedEx, Bridgestone, Shell. So these must be all like the sponsors and that. But yeah, wow. Don't like seeing gaps, but as you can see, there is a slight gap there. But what a stunning piece. I think Steve would like this. I mean, just look, you know, it's the red and white, and then you turn it up, you've got all this gorgeous black, and the trim, even the piping and the trim going round. It's just, oh, it's so lovely. I really, really love it like that. It's quite heavy. It'd be nice to see if we could figure out how much that part weighs altogether, but I haven't got any scales available, so anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to get this for yourself, you need to head over to Fan Home and you can get this lovely issue, this lovely build for yourself while it's still available. Thank you very much for watching. I'll put the link for the subscription in the video below, so you can click on there, take you right over to Fan Home and you can sub to it. And we'll see you for issue number 3 coming soon. And boy, can't I wait for the next issue. I want it now. I really can't wait for the next issue. I've really enjoyed working on them last 2 issues. Wow, absolutely stunning. Until next time, see you then. Bye.